So the muscle right here is going to be the sternomastoid. Right next to there, right here, we have the sternohyoid, the trachea. You can see the trachea is right here. And then you move on to the neck. The one right here, this is going to be the myohyoid. And right next to that, this muscle right here is the diastrict. And on the side right here, we have the masseter. Okay, so now we're moving on to the chest muscles. And then in the mink, the pectoralis minor is bigger than the major. You could see here, right here, this one right here is going to be the pectoralis minor. Up here, we have the pectoralis major. And the muscle right here to remove the fat is called the serratus ventralis. Now we're moving on to the muscles of the abdomen. These are going to be the exterior ones. From up here to down here, you can see it's going this way, and those are the rectus abdominis. It's the white layer. And on the outside is another external one. This is called the external obliques. You can see them on both sides. So this is going to be the external obliques, and then once we cut it open, this one right here is going to be the internal obliques. And as we see here, the fossicles run this way, and you go higher up, they run a different way. They run this way, and this is going to be the transverse abdominis. So the transverse abdominis, the internal oblique, and the external oblique. So now we're moving on to the superficial muscles of the back and shoulder. So we're going to start with the trapezium muscles. In a mink, it has 3. It's going to be the clavotrapezium, then we have the acromiotrapezium, and the spinotrapezium. So we're going to go over the deltoid muscles. The first deltoid is the one going towards the arm. That's going to be the clavobrachialis. And then one from here that looks like a bridge, you can see is the acromiodeltoid. And then the one over here we have is the spinodeltoid. So then the area over here is going to be the latissimus dorsi. Okay, this is going to be the muscle arms. This one right here is going to be the epitrochleatus. Then we have the triceps brachii, the lateral head and the longer head. And then this muscle right here, which is the epitrochleatus, is a muscle like unique to the mink. So this is the epitrochleatus. These are the triceps, and then the biceps are going to be on the front side. Biceps. So the thigh muscles, this one is the most superficial. This is a sartorius, and then medial is going to be the gracilis muscle. After removing the sartorius, you can observe the 3 muscles. It's going to be the rectus femoris, the vastus lateralis, and the vastus medialis. Removing the gracilis, over here we have 2 muscles. It's going to be the adductor longus, and then the one that's most medial, that one's going to be the adductor femoris. Okay, so then up here we're going to have the gluteus maximus, and just below that is going to be the cauda femoralis. This is not in humans, only in the mink. And then we have the hamstring muscles. The hamstring muscles is made out of 3 muscles: the vastus lateralis, the biceps femoris, and the semitendinosus. This big piece right here is going to be the bicep femoris. The tendinosus was part of the hamstrings, and then the semimembranosus is in here. So we have the gastrocnemius, it's just this big muscle here, and then over here we have a next to the tibia we have the tibialis anterior, and then over here 3 muscles here. The 3 muscles here make up the peroneus longus. It's close to the fibula. So now we're looking at the digestive system. Right here is going to be the small intestines. We have the diaphragm, which separates the thoracic from the digestive tract. And then we have the lungs in here. This is the trachea. And then there's a muscle here that goes all the way to the top. And then, so then we go back down, the lungs. And then in here is going to be the heart, the diaphragm, which separates it, and the intestines. So this large piece over here is going to be the spleen, which is on that side of the digestive tract. This is the digestive tract. Okay, so this is going to be the liver of the mink. And then we have the stomach, and then in here we have the gallbladder. On this side of the mink, you can see here, that's going to be one of the kidneys of the mink.